This will only take a minute.
This will only take a minute, Major.
Cut it out.
I'm sorry, this will only take a minute.
It'll only take a minute, I promise.
I was gonna make a John Lennon joke. Shoot for the stars, you know?
This will take me about a minute. This will take a minute, Bruce. Could you please just give me a minute?
I've seen that.
Not worse than the no hookup.
I know you gotta get to work. This will only take a couple minutes, please.
I wasn't nervous yesterday.
Ew, you need a couple liquid courage in you. Let's do the clap. You got this camera. And we're off.
Oh my god.
You're the face of it.
Welcome, everybody.
Oh, God. Didn't we say we weren't going to do that?
Welcome back.
Camera 2?
Which one's on? Is it this one? Is it that one?
Wait, I think we should designate. That's definitely camera 1. Am I in that right now?
Yeah.
100%?
Yep.
And then that's camera 2.
No, that's camera 2 because it's got 2 of you. This is camera 3 because it's 3 and me. And it rhymes. 2 is you and 3 is me.
So,
and 1 is so much fun.
we're going to break all the rules right now. Peek behind the curtain. We did a little something yesterday to get ready for this, and I thought it would curve. I thought it would cure all my nerves because I wasn't nervous yesterday. And then you just hit record on all that shit, and my heart's pounding.
You need to borrow this, dude. It looks like fucking 1850s Kaufman.
I taught a first grade class today where I struggled to do basic addition.
You taught they were what?
And I wasn't scared at all.
You also went to school for this shit.
Oh, yeah.
For podcasting?
For just film in general.
Do you think there's a
And
major?
you're terrified.
Do you think there's a major for podcasting?
Your
There definitely will be.
junior year documentary project was just a podcast. I mean, let's be honest. That's a deep cut for you folks at home.
It was on the channel for a hot second.
Put it back.
No.
People want to see it.
No, it's
Hey,
blocked
after
by
that-
James, and it's some white kid talking about how he is
Loves
pursuing his
basketball.
dreams of broadcasting.
Hey. Someone's got to be on the ones and twos.
Yeah. Okay. Here, I got something. It shouldn't take too long. It should only take a minute.
That'd be a good name for a show.
I tried to get through it without laughing. Remember when we were like, we're gonna say that every time, and we're not gonna
Say it ironically.
right? It's gonna be real, and we're not gonna. I do have something though.
Let's hear it.
You said before this started you were gonna put shoes on because you might put your feet up. Go ahead.
Right.
And you
No free
wanted
feet pics.
people to see that you had shoes on.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you see, Rodney, that's a good question. As many of you know from this channel, you've been watching movie reviews, movie reactions.
Thank you.
And the last episode, my cherry popping episode, I noticed right away that I wasn't wearing shoes. And in the video, I'm the only one whose feet you can even see. And I was embarrassed that I was wearing socks. Because a man should never wear socks in his own house. He should always be shod. And that's how I feel. And that's why I'm wearing the best shoe, the white Chuck Taylor low top Converse. Right in Silas's face.
Straight out of the 80s.
These are new though. There's no bird poop on them or anything.
How would you know that?
Looks like there is.
They're also white.
That's toothpaste.
They're white.
Yeah.
So how would you know that?
Well, if they were on the tops, it wouldn't matter. I'll sit like this though. I'll be nice.
I got another question for you. I asked this to Silas earlier off the pod, but I feel like you are ripe for the pickings here because you're right in front of me.
Yep.
You went to work today.
Yes.
How long was your shift?
2.5 hours.
And how many days a week do you work?
5.
Okay, so to do some quick math on that. I told you I struggled.
2.5 times 5
Yeah.
is 12.5.
Okay, how long you think you can do that before you straight up run out of money?
What?
How long
Sorry,
do you
I
think
was
you can
making
just
sure my math was right.
do that? 12 and a half hours a week. I'm not going to give up where you work.
Can I include how much money I have in the bank?
Yeah, of course.
Forever. No. If I bankrupted myself, 6 months.
Way longer than I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I asked Silas, who works more than you, and he was like, I need another job.
I need
Yeah,
to
so
work at
fast.
FedEx. It rules.
Well, just the amount of money we've been spending recently, is just out of control.
Yeah.
Not to
So
put my hands
my
in-
savings is gone.
Not all of it.
No, not all of
Okay.
it. As much as I'd like to spend
Still
right
got
now.
the feet finder.
Not to put my hands in your pockets, but can I ask you how much you make an hour? Are we,
$17 even.
That's nice.
you can't get more hours?
I could work overnight,
Yeah, but yeah.
2 to 8 in the morning.
Ew. Over
don't want
morning. Yeah, it sucks.
Over tomorrow.
All right. I contributed 2 subjects already,
Oh God.
and they didn't last that long.
How much money do you have in the bank?
I'd prefer not to say. Let's
You know
just
what?
say.
That's private.
Let's just say. I got a job fast.
Yeah.
I usually, Silas knows this. I have a common saying. I say when the game's on the line,
I'm on my
you're
prime.
gonna love this. When the game's on the line, I'm on my prime.
Crime?
And my back was against the
You're
wall,
a first grade teacher.
and my back was against the wall, and I made it happen. And
That is such a fun job, though.
Is it? You do it. First of all, I'm not a teacher. I'm an aide, which means I do nothing all day, except once in a while the kids will sort of slap little girls, boys. Listen, here's the thing.
A lot of hot ladies.
There's a stereotype that we might have to cut what he just said. There's a stereotype that
Teachers.
there's a stereotype that girls are more well behaved than boys. I'm here to tell you it's 100,000% true. These little boys are absolute problems. They're not going to grow up to be successful. They're going right to prison. And there's a prison, by the way, there's a prison down the road called Purgatory. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
So they are going to Purgatory and then
Hell.
that's right. So my job essentially thus far has been, Mr. Laborde, can you take this little kid in the hallway and beat him up until he, respects his elders? And I say, I think that's a little too far. I'll just do a couple laps. And then we come back in. However, I will say, there is this thing that I have to do with these kids where they have an exercise ball, like a medicine ball, that I struggle to hold. And these kids are first graders.
And you play dodgeball with it?
They make them go up and down. Should I say this? They make them go up and down the hall and throw the medicine ball to
Where?
get their aggression out or something.
Oh.
Just tires them out.
But some of these kids are not aggressive. So they're
Some kid's like spinning on his finger,
so
like, what
they're
else
just
you
taking
got,
the ball.
fucker?
They're taking the ball and they're going. And
Oh,
then
they're first
picking,
graders.
And then they're picking it up and they're going.
You're saving it all for the teacher.
And he's looking at me like, "Am I doing good?" And I'm like,
You're doing great, kid.
"Yep, we got another mile."
You should put him on the 3-point line and be like, I'm not leaving until it's a swoosh.
And then, they know you're supposed to just pick it up and throw it down, but they know we have to get to a certain. So then they shot put it, because if it's the finish line's right there, the last one they go. And then I'm like, all right, let's go back to class.
I respect it.
And
Dude,
then
they're
they-
little geniuses. He's going to be Alcatraz breaking out of that
And,
purgatory.
yeah, and then they go in there, and they fall asleep.
Yeah,
Because they're
that's
exhausted.
beautiful. Yeah.
And they don't learn anything. And that's my job. And I make the same amount as you.
And you at work how many hours?
Yeah. And I've got lives on the line. So.
And I'm just poor.
Oh, yeah. What do you do for a living?
I work in a pro shop. I call people to the tee.
That's a job.
Who would apply to that job?
That's about it.
You
The Laborde group now on the number 1 tee.
don't do that.
I do.
You've done it already?
Yeah. Did it yesterday. First time ever. Did
Why
it.
didn't you tell me?
I was saving it for the pod, baby.
What was their name? Was it anything fun?
I couldn't pronounce it
The
at
Hitler
all.
group.
You couldn't.
No, I got extremely lucky. There were 2 twosomes going out
Smith and
together,
Johnson.
and it was literally like Smith and then something crazy like Marhovnich or something.
That's crazy.
It was something like that.
Can you?
And you have to say their names on the tee, but luckily they just went ahead of everybody and they sort of skipped everything, so I could just say the Smith
Classic
group on number
Marhovnich.
1 tee, and it was great. Yeah, I got lucky.
But why? Why? There's not a crowd. Is there a crowd?
No.
So why? Is it just because they're old and it's oh, this is cool? They
It
announced
reminds
my-
them back in the day.
People just like being called to the tee, you know?
Did you give it any sort of pizzazz, or you just straight up?
Well, you kind of got to give it an official kind of tone.
Now step into the tee box.
Yeah, I've never done that yet.
The moment you've been waiting for.
Maybe I'll just go British next time.
Oh, that would be bad.
Just do a different accent every single time.
Yeah, good luck. You'd have to stop at a couple. You have to stop when you guys know, right?
No.
Mrs. Doubtfire? That's what I would do.
That's the second time today you've referenced Robin Williams.
Oh, that's right.
He's on the brain.
Robin Williams up here.
I got.
Wow,
I
this
got.
will be easy.
I got another thing.
Yeah.
We've-
Another thing coming. Do we have to
how-
cut that out because it's copyrighted?
What is it? Blue's Clues?
I think it's AC/DC, but probably not.
You know what? I don't think you sang it well enough for it to get flagged.
Yeah,
I'll
probably
be
not.
straight up.
Thanks,
I don't think
guys.
you sounded exactly like who was it?
Brian Williams or
I
something?
love Bar Rescue.
Brian something. Johnson.
I have
Sure.
something. I have something, and I'm actually. This might have to be cut depending on how weird this gets.
Cancer.
Cut it. You have to cut it out. Is that what you're getting for?
That's Joey when he, Bob Saget comes on and he's like,
Joey, I have cancer.
I have cancer. And then
Cut
he,
it out. Have mercy. That's a good. Write that
What's
down.
he up to now?
Who?
Bob Saget.
Oh, you haven't heard? His special really took off after he.
Shoot for the stars.
Maybe
that's what whatever. I don't know his name. I was gonna make a John Lennon joke. Shoot for the stars.
You don't know John Lennon's name?
I don't know the killer. Mark David Chapman. Go on. That might have been the guy that shot Reagan, though. I can't remember.
Shot Reagan?
Who shot Ronald Reagan?
Somebody shot Ronald Reagan?
The actor? Yeah, they shot him because he was in love with Jodie Foster after
What?
the movie Taxi Driver, and he wanted to get in her pantaloons.
Jodie Foster's in Taxi Driver?
Yeah, she's the prostitute. She's like the 14-year-old. So he falls in love with Jodie Foster.
We gotta watch that movie.
Again?
That movie rules.
Did I
I'm
see
just
it?
saying that because it
Yeah,
graduated.
we watched it with Tom and all them in Cliffside.
Sure.
As I was saying,
Yeah.
a man fell in love with Jodie Foster in that.
Not just
and
any
to
man.
win her over, went to assassinate Reagan.
Oh,
Shoots him. Bullet bounces off the window. Oh, God.
And he said,
Son
I did.
of a bitch, it got me in the fucking my gut.
Reagan?
The actor? And then that'll never get old. It's fun to look into this camera every time. Like, can you believe this? I forget who that was. John
Wilkes Booth.
Wilkes Booth. Yeah, that was his name.
He was getting around. No, but he said he did it for Jodie Foster, right?
Yeah,
I
What
do
were we
remember that.
talking about?
I was going to get to Tinder age range.
Wait, what were we just talking about? This is good pod too.
Reagan,
Oh, Shoot for the Stars.
John Lennon, his killer.
What before that? Shoot to Thrill. Bob
AC/DC.
Saget. Cut it out. Okay, where were we? Go on.
Are you just thinking about the drops that you're going to have later?
No. I was trying to go backwards and to figure out what we were talking about.
I think we've got 0 so far, not to put any pressure on ourselves.
Okay. No. Okay. So your question was going to be about Tinder, and it somehow turned into Bob Saget. That's all I was going to say.
The age range.
Mm-hmm.
We're in our early 20s, early to mid. That's horrifying. And
Speak for
how
yourself.
long have we been here? Like a month? Don't
Not
say
even.
where. Don't say where.
Not
A
even.
week. I've been here a week.
Probably like 3 weeks at the most.
But we're all in the same boat in terms of we're on the dating apps, okay? Some are on
We're
more
on
than
the
others.
prowl.
Some are on more than others. I'm not
Yep.
going to say who, but some are on more than others. And
Some of us know how to play the game.
we all
facts.
really, because what you're about to say is going to counteract that. We all have hit a proverbial wall, right?
A perverted wall.
We have to, either expand the mileage, like some people do, or expand the age range.
Or expand the waist range.
So don't think I'm not on that app. Is that Weight Watchers? So my question to you is, I had it 19 to 40 or something like that.
Nice.
And not that I ran out. I didn't run out, but I've hit a wall in terms of being able to match the people or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I flipped it down to 18 just to see. And now every person that pops up is 18 years old because I haven't seen any of them.
That's how it works, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not asking how the algorithm
Sorry.
works. What I'm asking is, should I not? That's young.
It is young.
However,
it's not illegal. No, I was going to say, the thing about...
You're also not 40.
Yeah, 40's old. Think of it. That's how she thinks about you, the 40-year-old grandma you're going to be trying to...
right, that's a bigger gap than what I'm saying. That's only a few years, that gap.
But I'm with you because I think... I have it set to 18 just for the sake of, let's just see what happens. But I don't even want to go any less
As
than 20.
as opposed to let's just see what happens at 25.
No, I don't know what I'm trying to say. My point is, I don't really even want to go any less than 21 because we can't do anything.
Yeah.
We can't go out to a bar, and I'm not buying anyone underage alcohol. So it's like, even if I match with an 18-year-old,
Sure.
it's not illegal, but
Right.
what the hell would you, hey,
Right,
come
it's not
over,
like
or
you're
your
gonna-
parents, can they drop you
Right.
off?
It's not like you're gonna ask for their number.
Yeah. So it's more just I could.
It's for the ego boost.
Right.
Yeah,
you
it's
you don't
the
have
ego
any 18-year-olds that you matched with's number in your phone right now.
I've got a couple Snapchats.
18-year-olds would use Snapchat. Okay. So,
I just dropped mine down from 20 to 19 recently.
and guess what?
Full of
Keep
19.
in mind, they're both older than I am.
Whoa!
20.
What, by
Whoa!
months? You did not just turn 22.
You're younger than all of us.
What's your birthday?
May 2nd, 2001.
Okay, it's been.
And my social security number?
He's 2001.
Yeah. I'm
You
22.
wait. You were born. Okay, still before.
2000 and?
Still before we lost our innocence.
There's a number after the second zero?
So, yeah. I
Time out. Here's a clip. How come years don't have commas? Go on.
That's a great question.
Yeah, I've been curious
Well,
about it.
also, 0 BC wasn't the first year. or
Don't tell
1.
Don't tell that to anybody who believes in God.
I
Wait,
mean,
is
that's
it 0
crazy.
BD or CB? Is it 0
CD?
BC or AD? Is that the same year?
It's probably just 0.
Aren't there people who
And then
believe?
it's 1 BC and 1 AD.
Aren't there people who believe
Or
that the Earth,
BCE CE.
Aren't there people who believe that the Earth is 2,023 years old?
I'm
Mormons.
sure.
Huh?
Mormons? They think it's like 6,000.
No.
No, they think it's like 200.
First of all, stop.
No, that's true.
First of all, stop. They have the Bible, so they believe however old the Bible is.
Yeah, and
No,
they
it's as
think
soon as
Adam
the
and
Book
Eve.
of Mormon was written. That's
Adam
how
and
old
Eve.
the,
They believe
the
in Adam and
universe
Eve.
Yeah, but they
is.
think that was 6,000 years ago.
I didn't. Not to out myself, but I didn't learn that when I was in Sunday school.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
Harrison learned that in anti-Mormon school.
Right.
I've been doing my research on the Mormons
Ever since you met me.
ever since I moved out to a Mormon area. Won't say where. But I'm just saying, if I have to sit down father-daughter style at a family dinner and the dad starts going like, so what do you know about Joe Smith? I have an answer.
It's
I'm
Joseph.
like, well, the book
First of all,
came
it's
down.
Joseph. Have some respect.
You're on a
The
first
guy
name
sort of
basis.
made up a whole.
Joe. Listen, Joe.
So 18 is weird for me because it's just the idea of like they're in high school.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's younger than my younger brother.
You would hope an 18-year-old on Tinder isn't in high school.
Really, because there are 16-year-olds that lie and say they are 18.
Well, that's
Been
terrifying.
And then, sorry? You used to lie and say that, or you
Hey, I don't know.
to each his own?
To each his own.
Cheers. Cheers to that. It looks like you're drinking cough medicine.
That's exactly what I said earlier.
Not on the pod. So now
No,
I
I
said,
was on the pod.
What?
I said I said you need to drink some of this. It looks like fucking 1880s cough syrup. Word for word.
It also looks like
Editor, play that back.
what's the just alcohol, rubbing alcohol. That's
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
know.
that's fun.
Looks like whatever.
That's all I got. I think it's weird they could be in high school. But then again, I did change it to 18.
Just to keep swiping.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of a swipe.
I mean, now I'm on Bumble and I have to go all the way out to.
Listen, if
100
you match with
miles.
an 18-year-old, that's purely just an ego boost. What are you going to do with
Is
that?
it though? That's an ego boost.
What do you
Because it's
do?
fun. Because I was in high school, and I'm like, that's the hottest girl in that high school. You know? Because if I was junior in high school and the girl I matched with was a year above me,
I see what you're saying.
I would see that guy, me, as like, whoa, that guy must be cool. And now I am the guy. But I,
You're so cool.
Yeah, but that's also
I haven't matched with any yet, so I'm waiting.
isn't that also sad?
Oh God,
Not to
not to be a downer.
Not to bring it down.
yeah, but it's sad.
Well, speaking of dating apps,
Okay,
here's a pet peeve I have. I don't like,
and this won't take too long. Sorry.
and this will only take a moment.
Right.
I don't like when girls say in their bios or whatever, and it's like, say one word to describe you, or in their bio, and they say, I'm feral. I'm literally feral. I'm like, shut up. You're feral?
I don't know if I've ever seen that before. What's that mean?
It just means like a wild
Oh, like a wild
fox
child?
is feral.
Oh, like a feral cat.
So
wild
it's
child.
like I'm literally like no bounds. I'm crazy.
By the way, you said
Like, no way.
you said it was named. Give me one word to describe yourself, and you said their bio is "I'm literally so feral that I have to say more than one word."
Well, I'm just saying, like, sometimes Hinge is like, what's name one word, or Tinder, it'll just be like, I'm feral, just so you know. Whatever. I've seen it. I didn't write it. I didn't think about it for no reason. I'm just saying that's annoying. You're feral?
I've never
Really?
seen that. I've
Not
never
worse
seen
than the no hookup girls.
Oh, my God.
By the way,
Come on.
I think we're in the. At least two of us are in the camp of we don't do that. Like hook,
Don't what?
like just hook up to hook up.
Oh, sure.
But
But if the opportunity arises.
no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this, how do I say this at all? The idea that you would say, and by the way, don't even think about it, is saying like, here's my read on it. And if a guy put this in his bio, same thing. I know I'm irresistible, but resist the urge to just jump my bones. It's a little presumptuous, don't you think? To be like, imagine if I was like, I know I'm hot, but take me out to have a steak before you start kissing me. It's just it's confident, borderline arrogant is what I'll say on that.
I might change my bio.
Huh?
I might change my bio to no hookups just because then those ladies may see like, oh, he's got a heart. I should try to suck it out of him.
This is one of the nice guys I've heard
This
about.
is one of the nice guys. I'll go over to his house. He'll let me listen to records. We'll watch Sopranos on his projector.
Boy, are they in a rude for awake. I can't speak. Boy, are they in for a rude awakening when, in fact, you just do want to hook
He
up.
just roofies them.
Oh, that we actually might have to
The
kill.
old Bill Cosby. I would never roofie anybody. I'm just saying, I think those people are why you're on Tinder to meet your husband. I mean, that's fair if you hook up and then meet him. But you're like, what church-going girl is like, I'm going on Tinder.
This guy's obsessed with religion.
I'm just saying, like, the kind of girl that's like, I'm doing no hookups, like, why would you be on Tinder? And it's not like, no, this is only so we can all fuck. It's just like, what? Let's cut the shit here. You're going to a fucking swingers party and being like, I keep my keys in my pocket, by the way.
Well,
like, why are you here?
It's probably not true all the time when
That's
they say
what I'm
it.
saying.
It's probably
I'm
just
gonna-
to
I'm
get
trying to
people
call
off
their
of
bluff.
them from swiping.
To play devil's advocate, not sorry to bring up the devil, but
I love the devil.
but
Not that he's
that guy is
real.
like sick. Not, to play devil's advocate, but also to be completely honest with you, I am looking for my wife.
Me
on
too.
Tinder. I straight up.
But I'm just saying, if I can hook up with a girl,
If you're
that's-
watching-
step one is like, I love you.
Yeah, it starts with the hookup usually. Yeah.
I don't.
I actually don't know if I agree with that. But no, what I
go,
will say,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have. Yeah, I know. But the thing about Tinder, is like,
Well, you can't know you met your wife until that happens.
right, exactly. And
But that's not how it starts. A lot of it. That's not how I would have envisioned it starting.
Oh, I feel like if you go old school and you're meeting someone at a bar,
courting her.
But
That's
it's
a lot of the times that's the first time.
I understand.
But
that.
if I did that,
But it's a
if
virtual
I met a
bar.
girl at a bar, well, it's tough. It's tough at a bar. If I met a girl at work, let's just say,
And her
my
name
first
was-
instinct would not be like, come over. We need
Yeah.
to lay down on top of each other. It would be like, let's go out to dinner and I'm
Yeah.
going to stare at your eyeball.
But that's just what Tinder is.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
to
Tinder.
me, Tinder is a virtual bar.
Yeah. So Tinder, the
For worse.
expectation is like,
Not even
okay,
for
we're
better.
hooking up. If anything happens here, if we just do this for 6 months, at some point we have to just be like, fine, we're in love.
Here's a good bio. My intention is not to hook up, but who are we kidding? You like that?
There you go.
You hate it.
Good.
You hate it. Just be honest.
I
You
mean,
know,
I'm
my-
not a girl. What am I supposed to say? Like, oh yeah, if you
You
said
know what
that,
my
would work
bio
for
used
me.
to be, and I thought it was genius. I had it on my Instagram. I had it on my Tinder. You know what it was? Get ready. Are you ready? How do I change my bio?
Genius.
or
Because
like,
then you read it, think about it,
yeah,
and then it's like, but he had to have known how to.
or like how to kill somebody. Oops, this isn't Google. But like you wouldn't search
way-
the second thing.
By the way, that's. Oh yeah, you wouldn't. But by the way, that's a drop in the intro. Found it. We got one. We got one.
Houston, we have one 40-year-old virgin. 2004. Mark it. I haven't been looking at that camera. I guess I'm not even supposed to be looking right at the camera.
You're not.
I'm looking at
By
that.
the way, when you edit that, I hope you boom, boom, boom. Every camera you look.
Oh, that's funny. You
I
should
knew a
do
guy from high school named Chumping Ting.
You're lying.
Very good at math.
Was he American?
Yeah, he was. Then he
Born
played
in America,
piano
he's
on
American.
School of Rock.
In the movie?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
Oh. I was going to say, you're holding
That's
back.
sick.
We're trying to get freaking Mark Cuban on this goddamn
Oh,
thing.
yeah. No, I'd get Mark Cuban on.
Mark, if you're watching, camera 2. None of these are recording, right?
I don't know. That one might not be, actually. So come up with another question while I go. Pause this camera and put it back on.
Okay. And why don't you just hit all the other ones and make sure that they're going? Sorry.
Oh, that thing's going like a champ.
Say something.
Say something.
Yeah. That wasn't
What's
a
your
shot
favorite?
at you.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
I've never done karaoke once in my
And you
life.
never will.
I'm too scared.
Even here with just the two of us?
Even if you drank like a lot, you would go up.
Drinking doesn't necessarily give me that kind of confidence.
But you would go up. You wouldn't even know what you're doing.
Maybe with a group. I'd go up with a group.
Let's come up with what are we doing?
What's
three
the
of
one
us?
with like "We Are the World"?
We
We
Are
could
the
all
World?
do separate parts of that song.
So I get to be
Would that
like,
get copyrighted?
I'll take Michael Jackson, like Billy Joel.
I'll be
take-
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, you get Whitney. You can have.
I'm gonna be.
You can be Springsteen.
fucking Huey.
Makes sense.
Huey Lewis. Huey Halloween.
I forgot he snuck in there.
Huey Lewis. And
How
the
did he
Miz.
sneak in there?
Dude, come on, Hip to Be Square. That shit was on everything.
The actor? I thought you were gonna do it again.
He is. That's Back to the Future.
That's why I said that.
Oh shit. You're just too darn loud.
My go-to karaoke song. Ready for this originality? Mr. Brightside.
I mean, yeah.
Every white girl's.
That's what I was gonna
favorite.
say. If you're doing
Is
like
it?
at a bar, in terms of like, how can I get all the eyeballs on me?
By the way,
Mr. Brightside's
karaoke.
a good answer.
Karaoke is a game,
It's just pick the song that everyone knows.
right? You well,
Unless you're good.
no, pick right, and nobody ever is. And if you are,
I am.
get off.
Yeah, get off the stage. Or
And,
do one song, get your claps, and call it.
like if you're good, you better sing like and
Adele.
I will always love you. Like if you're good and you're singing like at the Copa, get off the stage and never come back. Here's what I will say though. I was saying karaoke's a game. You have to sing a song that people know. Because trust me, I've done songs people didn't know, and it's the worst feeling I'll play.
I've never done karaoke in my life.
What?
Not in public.
I'd probably just do something like
I've only
One
done it
Direction
twice.
or Justin Bieber or something.
You know
Something easy.
You know a
Despacito.
fun one? Jeez. You know a fun one? Tainted Love.
How do you know it's funny? You've never
That
done
is a
it.
good one.
Because I've
Tainted
did it in
Love.
front of my roommates, but not like in a karaoke bar.
That still counts though.
Oh, okay.
Is there a
Another fun
karaoke
one.
bar near us? We should
Yeah.
do this.
We
Wednesday
should come
nights.
up with a 3-person song.
Record
Beastie
it.
Boys. That's what I'm saying. Beastie
No.
Boys are all three people.
No, they're not that popular. They're not.
What about the Beatles?
Not for a young bar.
Fight for your right to party. Second answer. This is not popular at all. Train in Vain by The Clash.
Never heard of
Never
it.
heard.
Is a perfect karaoke
I
song.
told you he's got weird taste in music.
Yeah, you did. You told me that. I was a precursor.
Did I tell you that? I thought. Oh. I love to come up with a song we could all sing right now. Like, no, I'm sorry. Not a song we could all sing right
We
now.
would sing it right now.
But a
We could
3-person
come up
karaoke song.
Like a song we all know the words
with- Was it
to.
a song that has to have three singers? of the
No,
original
not necessarily, but maybe like.
song? Stay by Rihanna.
All alone
Lose Yourself.
there was a
That's one of my
feeling.
favorite songs of all time. Lose Yourself is good. I'll do the bump, 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 bump.
But like, we need to do like.
What's the song you said the other day is the greatest song? Somebody I used to know.
That's a
That's
top 10
two
song of all
people.
time.
And then two of us would do the first and second verse.
It's too
and then
high though. It's too. That you got to go up there.
I can hit that.
Now and then, think of all the times you screwed me over.
Go ahead, let him. Go ahead, go.
I don't know the rest of the words.
Yes, you do.
Well, fun. That's a good
That's
one.
also way up there.
That's a good one.
That I used to know.
But that kind of gets another laugh from the audience if you really
if you're-
go all out
we
for the
need-
high
Yeah, like
voice.
if you guys set it up and then they're like, "Oh, who's gonna do the Kimbra part?" And then I
and you
walk
come
up,
in and fucking.
and then I'm like, "No one."
We need to find a song that has 2 standout verses and then a bridge, because the bridge is the shortest part,
Under the Bridge.
and then he can hit the bridge, and then we could all.
Could
come
he?
in.
Could we literally do Under the Bridge and then he does the Under the Bridge downtown?
Again? Never. I don't
Yeah, I don't know
know
what you're
that.
Red
saying.
Hot Chili Peppers. Sometimes
I was born in
feel
2000.
Oh,
like
I know that
don't
song.
have a partner. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad has a Red Hot
Give
Chili
it away,
Peppers
give it away,
T-shirt
give it away
He's got good
now.
taste.
You got a young dad.
and Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead.
Next.
Let's all do mushrooms and sing a song.
That's the only way to get you up on stage.
Deadhead.
I have a whole list of karaoke songs. Wagon Wheels on there for sure.
Oh, that's a great one.
Dolphin.
Definitely.
Hootie.
No. Yeah. No? No. That's just Darius.
That's just Darius.
That's
when he
just
went
Darius.
solo.
That's a good sitcom name. That's just Darius. Who's playing Darius Rucker?
Me. Oh. I didn't know it was about
Oh wait,
Darius
there's one
Rucker.
problem there.
That is so Darius.
Is he seeing
It's
the
the hootie
future?
I can see.
It's oblivious to me. Are we all drinking at the same time?
Clearly not. You
Oh,
didn't.
sorry.
There we go.
I have to drink every time you guys drink at the same time.
That was almost a spit take on the first podcast.
Should have done it.
I backwashed.
You,
Zoom in on
I
that.
saw it.
Zoom in on that.
That was disgusting.
If you don't zoom in on that, we cancel this.
Who are you guys voting for in the Republican primary?
I'm a card-carrying Democrat.
I don't have my card.
Next question. I'm actually
Independent.
You know what's crazy is I am a card-carrying Republican, which is insane. And by the way, I remember being like,
Do they give you a card?
No,
Yeah.
no. It's
You
not-
get a voter card.
Oh, I didn't get it.
I have a
I
card
didn't
that
get
says Silas Stearns,
I'll say this.
my political party.
When I was 17 or 18, whenever I got my license,
Independent.
whenever I got the license renewed, and they said, "Do you want to do your party right now?" They're like, "Republican or Democrat?" I was like, "Republican."
Don't let anyone hear this.
And
No,
now,
Scranton.
And now you're just not that anymore.
right? But I don't think I'm a Democrat either. I think my political party is I don't.
Hey, you
care.
could be Robert F. Kennedy. He just changed over to Independent today.
He did.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said, I'm no longer running as a Democrat, and here's why. But I didn't click on it. I don't give a shit.
It was also Snapchat stories. So you were like, I will say those
Those
I
are the
wanna-
worst.
I want to be clicking on.
They're so good at the
You wanna be
clickbait.
who?
Clicking on those so bad.
Oh.
The Snapchat,
Snapchat
stories
stories.
where it's like, Jesus Christ, spotted in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just know they're all full of shit.
Well, you just
But they got really good captions.
Well, I saw a Facebook ad today. I only go on Facebook.
Tim Scott
once in a while. No. Yeah.
is my answer.
It was Corey in the House. It was
What? All grown up? Is that him? We could easily get Kyle Massey on the podcast. Is he alive?
dude, that'd be cool. Him. I mean, this sounds offensive, but when you said that, the other first person that popped in my mind, Sean Kingston. He was on Disney
He
Channel.
was. He was on like Sweet Life on Deck, right?
Yeah.
And,
But
they,
what a
and they have to be like, hey, that's Sean Kingston, singer of Beautiful Girls.
singer of
Oh, that's
the
funny.
leader of the Sean Kingston band.
They have to do it with everybody. They're like, that's Kevin Love, the power forward for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Like, it's not Sesame Street.
He was on the Cavs.
Yeah, but that was before that.
Oh.
Continue.
I was on Facebook and it was like Henry Cavill out, Christopher Nolan picks Marvel star as his head of James Bond or whatever, his top choice of James Bond. But I'm like, why would you even say not Henry Cavill? And now I have to click on it to figure out who.
Who was it?
I didn't
You
click
didn't
on
click.
it.
Should we cast him right now?
Cast who?
Timothy Bond.
Who?
James Bond.
Oh yeah. Who would he? Yeah.
Here's
who,
all we
who
do.
would he in the blowfish?
Darius Rucker would make a pretty cool James Bond. Idris Elba, step aside.
I only wanna. What does he drink?
Shake's not stirring.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I can't think of the name of the drink. Margarita.
I've never seen a single Bond
Tequila.
film. I will now.
Forget it.
That's a good karaoke song. Christian, if you're
That's an
watching.
easy one. You could do that one.
That's what my cousin did. My cousin was afraid to do. We all did
My
karaoke.
cousin Vinny.
Joe Pesci as James Bond. You mother. We all had a karaoke party for my cousin Christian, who ironically was the only one who refused to do karaoke. And the guy was like, "Come on, you can just do this one song." He got up there and we were like, "Oh my god, he's actually gonna do it!" And it was Tequila. And honestly,
It worked.
it crushed.
Crushed.
It was amazing. And he went home with a woman. It was his girlfriend. But
Tequila makes her clothes fall off.
What did you do that party? What did you sing that party?
I sang 2 songs. One crushed, one ate a pile of shit. Both were Zac Efron joints. One was Breaking Free. Classic.
Had to crush.
Nope. And the other one was a Greatest Showman song.
My high school engineering teacher was in that film as a firefighter.
Oh, when the theater burned
Oh.
down.
I haven't seen it.
Spoilers, but it's
Spoiler
it's
alert.
historically inaccurate. P.T. Barnum was a piece of ass. He sold tickets to a black woman's autopsy, but they didn't cover that in the fun film.
Yikes.
Anyway, I did Breaking Free Crushed. I literally had to commit.
What song is Break It?
Did you do it all alone? Or did you have a...
No, I had Tawny and Mandy up with me who both played. You
I
know,
see.
the know the world
Say
can
it, I
see.
knew it.
And then I did The Other Side. Of course, nobody knows that
The
song.
other side.
And
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
me and someone who shall remain nameless, I just said her name, went up there and I said, listen, if we're going to do this, you have to go all out because I'm going to look like a jackass.
And
if
you
I just
look
do
like
it
a
myself."
jackass.
And I looked like a jackass. Nobody knew the song. And I was, after it, I was
That's
so
when you learned
embarrassed and
everyone has to
nervous.
know.
I was so embarrassed and nervous that I handed the this is the worst story ever. I handed the mic back to the lady, and she was like, I love that. I can't even say it so bad. She said, I love that movie. And I said, thank you.
Like, yeah, I was in the credits. Appreciate that.
I think I was saying, like, thanks for appreciating the song
Thanks for
choice.
getting it.
But
yeah.
it was literally like, enjoy your flight. Oh, thanks, you too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's what it was like. She said, I love that movie because she knew I crashed and burned. And I said, thanks. And then left the bar.
I just noticed something.
There's footage of that. Anyway, continue.
September 11th.
I'm in.
Let's think of how many flight attendants or how many employees at the airport gave those guys their tickets. And
Ooh.
said, enjoy your flight. And then they're like, shh.
Wait, how did that work? Did they just buy tickets and walk onto the plane? In my head, I imagine them like hijacking it before it even took
Well, I
off.
mean, that was at a time before, like, when security was a joke.
Right, you could smoke in there.
You just walked
Yeah.
in.
By the way, security in small airports is still a joke.
Yeah.
You ever
They at
fly-
least have...
I took a credit card knife to and back from Denver without knowing it was in my wallet. And then I went to the courthouse.
If you could hijack a plane with a credit card knife, God bless.
They did it with box cutters on 9/11.
They did?
Yeah.
They were like, hello, open the door.
All those
They were
planes were
French, by the way.
the people. If you fly out of Harrisburg, it's a joke.
You flown out of Harrisburg before? Hell yeah.
a couple
Me too.
times. Really? It's one. It's one
10
plane.
minutes from my old house.
It's a one plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I got on the shuttle and they were like, everyone going to Florida, and I was like, how do you know that? And they're like, it's one plane.
Yeah, there's only
And
one way
you have to
get
you get there 10 minutes before your plane takes off.
Yep.
Yeah. No, Harrisburg.
Those are the best
It's
airports.
it's not even that expensive. To answer your question though, a lot of people said, hey, enjoy your flight on Frontier.
And how many guys on the flight were just like that bitch behind the counter?
They probably weren't thinking about that. I'll be honest.
They were making phone calls of some sort.
We could do like a boy band song, the three of us.
No.
I think we could kill some One Direction.
Backstreet Boys, One Direction.
Bye bye bye. I want it that way. One Direction. What's a good One Direction song? Not like That's What Makes You Beautiful.
Best song ever.
That's a good one.
But who's gonna do like the
I will.
Oh, Jonas Brothers.
Oh
Yeah.
I can do
That's
that part.
perfect.
The
That's
year
it.
3000
And
would
here's
kill.
the thing, he doesn't have to sing. Kevin, classic Kevin.
Oh, come on.
Frankie's 6
Listen,
feet
I have
under.
a great voice just because I don't use it.
Honestly, you know what's
That can be
hilarious is you could sing like Adele and nobody would know.
My sister did get a degree in singing.
What does that mean? What does that have anything to do with
It
you?
means it's genetic.
It's in the
and
family.
By
it's
the way,
in
do
my
you have to be.
bones.
By the way, this isn't a shot at your sister.
Yeah.
She's a wonderful singer.
Yep.
Do you have to be good at singing to get a degree in singing? Can I just take the classes?
Let's just say.
Well, you
I
could
got
get a
my
degree in theater and suck for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I got a film degree. You guys can see that camera and that camera.
And by the way, that's a
He
phone.
set it all up.
And that's a phone. Yeah, and we're not shooting on film. Although when I do grow up to be rich and famous as a director, I'm only going to refer to my movies that I've made as pictures.
Remember yesterday when he said we better not say that we want to be famous? There
Well,
that goes.
Did I?
You sure did.
Sure did. You
You
are.
guys just know how to.
You're Nick. Because you're like the likable,
Jonas?
cool guy.
I got diabetes.
I'm Joe. Because was that Stanley?
No, that's Nick Jonas.
Yeah, but that was Stanley Hudson.
Stanley.
Yeah.
It did not sound like.
Can
You
I
just
help you
mentioned
find it?
diabetes.
Have you lost your mind?
You take a glass of apple juice and tell me you don't have diabetes.
If I don't eat a cake soon, I will die.
Shove it up your butt.
Barack is president. Let's just do all our favorite Stanley lines. Stanley didn't say that. Michael did. I'm Joe because people go like, Joe's kind of cool. That's it.
I felt like I was Joe.
What?
You're
Joe
Kevin.
is the coolest.
No, are you kidding? Well, but
Yeah, you're not the coolest.
No, grown-ups think Joe is the coolest because Joe is literally the chillest. But everybody loves Nick. Nick's the guy.
Kevin,
Look at the album covers. Nick is like front and center.
I don't know the album covers right.
Trust me,
either.
I'm a Joe Bros fan. Their most recent album is like my favorite album in the last 10 years.
Joe Jonas.
That's not a bit. You know it.
Yeah.
Montana Sky is one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life.
I like whatever, Walking Through Glass or whatever it's called.
We should do.
SOS. Ooh, SOS.
We could do that. We could do Love Bug. We could do
Love
Love Bug.
Year 3000.
I mean, year 3000. We're talking about panty droppers. Break out the wet floor signs.
But we have to do like the
We're all gonna be living.
the Nick
underwater.
Jonas like yeah. We have to commit to the grunge.
We all do it that at the same
to
time.
the year 3000. Like they Blink 182 but cool. Sorry.
Blink 182 is sick, dude.
Oh,
what
did
are
you-
you saying?
Did you see their most recent music video?
No,
Their most recent song?
no.
Guarantee will make you cry. I don't love Blink
Like
182.
unironically cry.
I don't know 3 songs. I know All the Small Things and Don't Waste Your Time on The Voice Inside. That's a pretty good song, you gotta admit. I know those 2 songs.
Yeah.
I watched the music video and I was crying.
Was it like Happier, Marshmallow?
I want you to be happier.
What?
That
Oh,
that
that
music
song?
video made me cry.
Is that the song about the dog?
Yeah.
No. It's they lean into the fact that they're getting old. But it's so tastefully done. I'm gonna show both of you.
What does
Alright.
Blink 182 even mean?
Means they blinked 182 times as they made their first song.
Let's think of our name.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
the
yeah,
Jonas
keep doing
Brothers
that.
is the move. We can also sing that song they sang from Camp Rock. That's sick.
Camp
Rock. True.
What's that? What's it?
Never seen Camp
Music's
Rock.
in. Sorry.
Never seen Camp Rock.
Add it to the list.
Yep, that's on there.
You know our next video.
I wanted to talk about that. Do we do Star Wars or Harry Potter first?
I vote Star Wars
Yeah.
Why?
I vote Star Wars too.
because I just feel like I'm more into Harry Potter. I want to save it for as long as I can.
When's it? Yeah,
Edging.
soaking to bring a full Trinity.
Trinity. That's
Another
my
thing I
Kelly
wanted
Rose.
to talk about. This isn't interesting at all, but when we do Star Wars, I think we should do it in sequential order, meaning 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And I still think we do watch 4, 5, and 6.
No, I just kind of assumed that.
Because you probably haven't seen them in years.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them in a long time. And then 7, 8, and 9.
Are we watching Rogue One?
Yep, and Solo.
Oh shit.
No.
So just all the movies.
I'm
When's
thinking
Solo? I don't even know why I said oh shit. I don't mind. When's Solo?
when, like in the timeline,
Yeah, is it before 1?
when Solo is
before
alive.
1, he's like not even born.
How old's Darth Vader?
We'll get there.
You'll see it all.
We'll get there.
But Obi-Wan's alive?
You'll see it all.
We'll get there. By the way, I'm thinking of one moment in Solo that's going to absolutely break his brain.
Riding Solo.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
It broke your brain.
Yeah, it did.
Does Donald Glover sing Redbone?
So stay woke.
Have you ever watched Donald Glover stand up? It's the funniest. It's one of the funniest specials of all time.
No. Next.
Very good.
I love him. We have to watch the... I can't say that. It's a spoiler. There's other movies we have to watch. You know what I'm talking
Get
about.
out.
Get out! I was going to say Jordan Peele as if you weren't referencing that.
And that's I know he's his that song is in it. I'm not just saying that because I accidentally think that he's the
My
star of
one
Get Out.
criticism of that whole movie is I think it should have been bookended by Redbone. He should have said T.S. Mother F and A. They drive off. Or they literally like... Yes. No.
I can do mouth karaoke
The
if you guys
door.
want
That's
to
called
do
acapella. The door. Listen to me. The door. Bang. Cut the credits. So stay woke.
Oh.
You
I
didn't
would have
like that?
stood up in the theater. We could easily edit that.
Oh yeah.
I edited the ending credits of No Way Home to play to Kanye's Homecoming. You know that song? With,
I love Kanye.
Chris
but
Martin.
His later
Do
work.
you think about me now and then? I'm
From
coming
Coldplay?
home again. Maybe we can start again.
Homecoming. I was thinking what's the newest one was No Way Home, and that's
That's what I said.
three's
No,
a magic number.
I said I edited the end of No Way Home's credits to have it, and it didn't work. I'll be honest. But in my head, it was awesome because ties it all together.
Right. Until they come up with the fourth one.
Yeah, and they're gonna drop the home stuff. It's gonna be something completely different.
You think so?
They said it. They said the
hope so.
Homecoming trilogy's done, and it's gonna be something new now.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, they did
I mean,
enough
like they're
homes.
good movies, but could you imagine looking back and being like the Homecoming trilogy? I mean, like that's where it's at, as opposed to like
Well, I will say this.
Meet the
And
Fockers.
to be clear, they didn't plan this. I don't really care that they didn't plan it because it works so effortlessly. But remember when Homecoming was coming out, people were like, don't do another origin story. We know Uncle Ben. We know how he gets his powers, and Harry Osborn.
Underoos.
Exactly. And then by the end of the second one, everyone was like, we kind of need like Uncle Ben. Where's Uncle Ben? Where's Doc Ock? And then
Martin Sheen back.
And then
Or-
in the third one, we get with great power comes great responsibility. The Green Goblin, he gets his ass kicked. He finally becomes Peter
He gets
Parker.
stabbed in the chest.
So you know what they've been saying now? It was an origin trilogy. How smart.
Really?
Yeah. Now, when you watch them, it is. Because he's Spider-Boy in the first two. And by the end of the third one, he finally makes his own suit. He hears with great power comes great responsibility. He loses his aunt. So the third movie is the origin of Spider-Man. They didn't plan that,
Sorry.
but it worked. It did work.
Yeah.
And he literally needed every other Spider-Man to come be like, stop being such a bitch. Okay, we all got problems. We all got spider problems.
We all got issues, boy.
I like
I
Tom
mean,
Holland.
and we can all agree, just Andrew Garfield. It's just
The best, without question.
without question.
I mean, I don't agree. It's
I mean, that is the only one you could say.
yeah. I mean, it's not Tommy Boy.
I love
I
Tom.
think he's just the best of both.
Who, Tom?
That's what I.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
He's
but I
the
don't
good
wanna get,
mix.
I don't want to get sucked into the Twitter sphere of like.
I've
I've
been-
only heard that on my answer was always Toby, and then I saw on Twitter people were like, "Well, Andrew's the best of both," and I'm like,
No.
I'm sticking with my.
No,
answer.
what people say is Tom's the best of both.
Yeah.
What people
They do?
Yeah.
What people say is that Toby.
Andrew's the best Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
That's right, and Toby's the best Peter.
right.
Tom's
Yeah.
good at both, which is why he's the best.
Yeah.
Now we've been saying that.
I
long
don't
before
think he's
Twitter
the best because of that, but I do agree with that.
If you were giving everyone a grade, Tom Holland would have the highest grade because he's good at both. And not to say that Andrew Garfield isn't a good Peter Parker,
He's just
but,
not nerdy.
but like he's the, I hate to say it, hottest guy in that whole school, and he can't get a. I mean, he does get a date instantly. So it's like,
He is so hot.
you know what I mean?
Well, they didn't even try with it. Like
Right.
he was a little
Toby Maguire
nerdy
is,
as he was taking pictures.
yeah, for school paper.
Yeah.
Don't make me look ugly. We'll get there. But he's the
Won't
perfect
fight
Peter
me
Parker.
neither.
Had to beat a whole lady with a stick. It's the best. He's
Where'd you say you got that again?
He's the best. I mean, Toby has the best movies.
Though, yeah, no question.
Or do you think
got
Tom
it.
Holland's movies are better?
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I think Toby's third movie.
It's not that as bad as you remember. It's not that bad. Now, Dig on This is bad.
I think it's worse than all of the new Spider-Man movies.
That's fair. I'll tell you right now.
Like I think he has 3 better movies than Toby.
I think objectively, Spider-Man 3 is worse than Homecoming. But if I only could watch one for the rest of my life, I'd rather watch Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this: there's only one trilogy that I've rewatched more than 2 times, and it ain't Homecoming.
Well, Andrew doesn't have a trilogy.
Well, yeah, whatever. There's only you get it.
The Toby trilogy is great.
Yeah, I mean, I've said
First
that
2 are
over-
amazing.
over and over.
Third one has its moments. The ending is incredible, but up until that, it's a little rough.
Why do they
Get
every
your
Spider-Man
Rodni
movie they
fixed
just try to do so much? Try to squeeze so much.
Every
in.
third one.
Well,
Yeah.
every third.
Yeah,
word.
but No
That's
Way
like
Home
actually,
somehow
it's every
worked.
fourth word. The weird thing, and we were saying this yesterday about
Yeah, when
The
you watched it
Amazing
without me.
Spider-Man 2,
Appreciate
is
it.
how could they have seen what went wrong with Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
Of like,
And did
there's
the
too
exact
much stuff. Yeah,
same
and then they're like,
thing.
you know what we need? Rhino. The movie's over. We need a scene of Rhino going to the prison and getting the Green Goblin.
How about the scene where the guy in the hat, which is his official credited title, walks by the Sinister Six locker room? Remember that?
No.
So he's at the end of the movie. He's in Oscorp.
Oh, we didn't make it to the
Oh,
end.
wait, yeah, we turned it off like 15 minutes ago. We're like, all right, movie's
We're
over.
like, we get it. The rest of this sucks.
So he
That
wa-
sounds familiar.
So he walks by, and all 6 lockers, and you see Falcon's wings, you see Scorpion, you see.
Yeah, I remember
So that's implying, by the way, that Oscorp is just going to make the Sinister Six. They're just create villains. Couldn't think of anything more boring. They just
You
give
can't
Paul
do this
Giamatti
to
a
me.
rhino suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievably stupid.
I started this company.
You can't do this. Don't you know my time? Yeah. Read a poetry. I mean, we could just do this all day. Every single line in those movies is perfect.
Work was murder. I can't really do well.
Day by day, want to get some chow mein?
Okay, Enrique, I get you.
Anyway. But yeah, they made the same mistake, which is why they turned to Kevin Feige and the boys and were like, we need help. And the rest is history.
And
But they really had so much good stuff in that movie. It was all the extra stuff. We were like, why is this even here?
Well, what's so frustrating is that,
The actors are great.
and that is the most important thing, is who's Spider-Man, who's the love interest, who's the villain.
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx is a great actor.
when we were watching and they were just like those guys in the suits in the van watching him, it was like, who are these people? It just came out of nowhere.
And why is Harry Osborn in the movie? And who picked him
Dane DeHaan.
Yeah, that was
as
crazy.
an actor?
That was
No,
absolutely.
like, you need to be emo.
Not Dane DeHaan's fault. But,
That's true.
you know.
But is his face? It's his face's fault.
By the way, like,
He's got a weird face.
why is he, at the end, why is he like,
Well, they
because
had
he
some
watched Willem Dafoe do it?
No, they had some transformation.
Why, but why does that make him speak like that? Like, I think,
Why is he fine in prison?
right, comes and goes, because they didn't want to
Oh,
act like that
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
He says at the end, comes and goes. And they're like, that's the scene you missed, where he's like, I want to make a team. Let's keep it small. He might as well looked in the camera and said,
Like a
how about
sinister
6?
team.
Yeah. But
be 6 of us,
in the first Tobey
Seems like a
Maguire,
lot of people, though. I mean, play basketball. That's not even 6 people.
yeah. In the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the suit is ridiculous, obviously. It looks like Power Ranger. But it's
Tobey
awesome.
Maguire Spider-Man suit?
No, the Green Goblin suit.
Oh.
But they go, yeah, the medicine, the super soldier serum, whatever it is, it's working fine. Sometimes it just makes people crazy. They don't explain that in the new one.
Mm-hmm.
He just shoots himself up, and he's like, why is he acting like that?
Yeah.
Have you seen
Retroviral
the screen
hyperplasia. Sorry, go ahead.
Have you seen the screen test of like the other Green Goblin suit? Of like what it's supposed to look like in the comics?
Yeah.
It looks cool.
They kind of did that in No Way Home, where they broke in, they
Yeah,
gave him
when
the
he's got,
hood
like,
and the
he's got, like,
goggles,
a sweatshirt.
and they finally realized that Willem Dafoe looks like a goblin. So just let him. No offense, I'm afraid for my life now. But
Fortnite.
you know what sucks is we wasted Spider-Man talking on the first episode. We could do this for 6 hours.
Well, we will when we sit down and watch all the Spider-Man movies.
There's only 3 cameras.
I looked at that one.
Yeah, you did 4. All the Spider-Man movies.
Donnie Darko.
I didn't love it. I've marinated on it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I hate when people say this, and I'm going to say it right now. I appreciate it. It was just a little much. It was a little out there.
It didn't explain anything.
And you said, I left that in the video. I'm like, are we going to get answers? And you go, yeah. And then like a minute later, you go, no.
Yeah. That's the annoying thing, is because if it wrapped it up in a neat little bow well, or set it up well, I don't think it'd be so confusing. I don't like the idea of having to finish a movie and then go to Reddit.
Yeah, especially when it didn't exist
Yeah.
at the time. Did it? 2000?
Maybe. Reddit's old. But still.
Yeah, I didn't understand most of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I've seen it 3 times. And I'm still like, wait a minute. what?
I did enjoy watching it. Very much so.
It's a fun watch.
It's like that Baby Driver. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Did we talk about this? Like the lyrics of every song is like right in the background.
Yeah.
That's
Tricks.
also Me Too, the movie. So it's tough. But
I just admire the balls on that kid.
that's another movie where like when it came out, people were like, Edgar Wright did it. It's a classic. And then it just came and went.
Well, Kevin
Did we talk
Spacey
about
didn't
this
help
the other
that.
day?
It doesn't matter though.
Did you and I talk about that?
I feel like
the
it
other
does
day?
with that one.
'Cause
I was
that-
getting praise.
That crossed my mind the other day.
But we talked about this with like Parasite and that movie. Like there are just like every time like I thought 1917 when I saw that, I was like, oh, we did that. Like as humanity, we just did that. Didn't even win the Oscar. Nobody cares about it. It came and went. Sam Mendes was like, I made it. At the end of the end of the movie, have you seen it?
Yeah.
It says like for my grandfather. I was like, is this the best movie I've ever seen in my life?
Is that the one with the crazy one take?
The whole movie.
Oh yeah.
And
And Benedict Cumberbatch.
and you said you hated that. I love that.
Hate what?
You said it took you out of the movie when huge famous people were in small roles, but I like that. Because, like, I know it's a movie. It hasn't cut yet.
But especially when the main cast is unheard of people.
But I think that's when you rip it.
All of a sudden, Benedict Cumberbatch is here. I'm like, what? Oh, wait, I'm watching a movie. Oh, okay.
I understand.
Yeah, I felt like I was watching a movie when I was like, wow, it hasn't cut in 2 hours. Which, ironically, is the opposite effect.
Yeah.
But that's...
I guess I felt like I was watching a movie when I fucking was eating popcorn
in the
theater.
theater. You were in storming the beaches of... No, that's...
Storming the Capitol.
Insurrection! Don't give that away.
It's a callback.
To what?
Call forward.
You don't hear many of those. That's fun. Write that down. Like a time travel movie. It's a call forward. I don't know. It's a cool line. Camera pan. It's a call forward. Zoom in on me when I say that. Shooter. Having a
Shooter McGavin.
Yeah. We can get him.
Is that what you were saying?
No.
Looper. That's what I was thinking. Wow, this thing's gone off the rails.
Oh, now it's off the rails. No. Wait, what were we just saying? Oh, but yeah, movies like that. And by the way, Everything Ever All at Once, I liked it. Same thing. It's gonna come and go.
I still need to see it.
Stinker.
When's the last movie that came out that people were like, "Oh, we've done it," and it's like an actual classic for real?
Oppenheimer.
It just came out.
I know.
People are saying that. People say that with Top Gun Maverick. I already feel like that's out.
No way.
I think it's out.
That movie broke so many records. I don't know if you can say that yet.
It's not about that. My point is, like, if you flipped on IMDb's Top 100, what's the most recent movie on there?
Wait, what?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is considered a modern classic?
Get Out. Not to quote a movie we already talked about.
That is close. Get Out is
but
up there.
not even that.
Is that really that good?
That's what I was going to say. Not that I even feel that way, but like
it's perfect.
That's like one of the last movies I can think that like most people are on the same page of like that's a very good movie.
And also like this shouldn't matter, but it does. It was his directorial debut. Yeah. Are you kidding me? That's insane. And he won the Oscar for Best Adapted, or Best Original Screenplay, which is insane. It's Jordan. It was the perfect storm of like, how is this possible?
Right.
The funny guy, Aaron, he wrote that, I guess maybe. Like, how did this happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. I think Into the Spider-Verse is one of those movies.
Oh, it's incredible.
That is
absolutely incredible.
By the way, we can't do what I said because Into the Spider-Verse, Across and Into would be in those videos. We have to watch those too.
Okay.
So we have to separate them. Maybe we'll do the Toby trilogy, the Andrew trilogy, the Holland trilogy, and then those two.
Yeah.
But Into the Spider-Verse.
Were you saying we should do Toby, Andrew, and Tom in one video?
Yes.
Like a 14-hour video.
No, it wouldn't. Dude, the Donnie Darko.
Oh wait, the
well, it cut down.
Yeah. Sorry.
It'd be like 2 hours. It'd be like 2 hours tops.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
But
unless everything's gold.
Into the Spider-Verse. I know you haven't seen it, so you can't speak on it, but that's never going away. That is a classic. It's a classic.
I mean, I've heard exciting.
People love it, but I just feel like animated movies like that aren't going to stay.
Like what?
Like that.
It changed. Now every movie's like that. Puss in Boots and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Every movie wants to look like that now.
Puss in Boots looks like it?
Yes. The second one. Well, watch it.
You had me at Puss.
I think that's a classic. The only thing that might hinder it is how good the sequel was.
That was.
Because now people.
I like the second one better.
See, yeah, I
did. I really did.
It is something else. See, there I go again. Tobey Maguire. Other than that, I can't think of anything else.
What did you say? Spider-Verse.
We said Spider-Verse.
You
said
Get Out.
Yeah,
for what?
What was the question?
What's the most recent movie that's actually?
I said Oppenheimer.
That's too early for that.
Why is that too early?
I think it is too early.
It just came out.
You said recent movies that would be there.
On DVD.
That's a recent movie that would be there.
But my point is like.
Inception.
That's too far.
Yeah. Interstellar. Will we go back to Interstellar?
People love Interstellar.
I think that's too. That's almost.
But I mean, Get Out. My answer is Get Out, and that's after both of those.
Right. That's pretty recent. What about like? But you guys haven't seen this. Doesn't count. I was gonna say Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah, but I don't know anyone
I feel
other
those
than
aren't going to be in
I
this
want
list.
to watch it, but I don't know anyone other than you that's been talking about how good of a movie that
You
is.
need to get out more often.
Stay
Well, I feel like a lot of people aren't still watching those movies.
I know.
I just think I think it's a bias against sequels. I mean, if you're on your 5th sequel, I'm sure it's a great movie.
What about
You're just not
Knives?
going to hop in on the 5th one.
What about Knives Out?
That's a good answer.
Glass Onion?
That whole franchise is the best, it's the most recent best original thing ever. Like that's straight up like Ryan Johnson wrote. It came out of his brain.
Yeah.
It's not based off a book, sequels, nothing. That's just an original IP that just makes a lot of money. It made like $50 million in one weekend, and then went right to Netflix.
Yeah.
It would have made like it could have made like $1 billion if it didn't go straight to Netflix.
That's true.
Can I say shows?
Sure. I mean, I feel like those are so
White Lotus.
next.
That's all I got.
Still need to watch it.
Yeah, never saw it. Is it like
Succession.
Is it anthology where like
Yeah.
the first season doesn't match this? Whatever?
No,
They don't connect.
they do connect.
They do.
There's one character. Well, not really. It's in the same universe. There's a character from the first one and the second one.
So Mike White, creator of
Yeah.
that. You know what I know him from?
School of Rock.
Survivor.
Oh wait, yeah, we've talked about.
He was on Survivor like 6 years ago. Came in third. Like almost won the whole thing. And he was like, yeah, I'm a film producer or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And then I see him accepting an Emmy, and I'm like, that guy's on Survivor. And then in his speech, he goes, I was on Survivor, and that game was all about like lowering your threat level so people don't know how good you are. And he's like, I guess I failed at that. I got an Emmy. I was like, you get to be on Survivor and get an Emmy? I hate you.
He's Ned Schneebly in School of Rock.
He acts?
Yeah. He wrote.
does it all,
I don't know
baby.
if he directed. Maybe I want to say he did. I guess no, he didn't direct him. He wrote School of Rock and starred in it. Who directed it?
You don't get to be good at that and get to be on Survivor. I hate people.
Dude, he's a genius. And then direct. I mean, I don't actually think it's better than Succession. And now I sound like a douchebag, even talking about Succession. But
Never
White
seen it.
Lotus is very good.
Never seen either.
It's good. But I mean, Succession. I mean, I guess if we're saying modern day classic shows, I kind of have to put all my
The
eggs
show
in
in
that
Montana.
basket.
I'm spacing on the name.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
Hannah Montana.
Up there.
The iCarly reboot. Solid 3-season run.
Yep. Barry.
The B movie. Classic. Are you telling me that's not?
I'm gonna go with Silence of the Lambs. Ace Ventura 2.
That Pet Detective?
Yeah. When Nature Calls.
The second one's What Nature Calls.
Yeah.
Which one is
I
the
said
one?
Ace Ventura 2.
Oh, also. I thought you... What's the one where he's climbing up like a pyramid or something in the beginning?
Ace Ventura 2, he's going across. It's a cliffhanger spoof. And he drops the raccoon. Spoiler alert.
That's the second one?
Yeah.
I don't remember which
The
one.
first one's with the dog, and he's the UPS guy, HDS actually. He's the UPS guy, and he's got a box, and he keeps smashing it, and he gets to the door, and he's like, I have a package. And the guy's like,
Django
sounds
Unchained?
broken. He
Django
goes,
Unchained is a
most
classic.
likely,
People
sir.
love that movie.
Like any Tarantino movie feels like Once Upon a Time is not a classic. It's my favorite Tarantino movie, but it's not a classic.
People talk about it so much, but
You don't
I'm
think it
like,
will
I would
be?
have to rewatch it, but I don't.
But it's already not.
It just was like, here's.
It was his most basic movie.
Social Network.
Again, that was like 13 years ago.
The Way of Water.
Oh, The Way of Water is good. I had to
By the
watch
way,
that for fun, and I was
that
like,
came and went.
this movie actually is good, but it just was like, it
It
shouldn't have won
is
Best
so
Picture.
strange.
But
The
you guys-
weirdest movie
By
I've
the
ever
way,
seen.
we did this. Yes, we did this the last time you guys brought this up. You guys are talking about The Shape of Water. Way of Water is Avatar. The Way of Water.
Whoops.
What's The Way of Water?
Avatar.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Do you know the 3 highest grossing movies ever are Avatar, Avengers, Avatar 2? James Cameron.
How the hell did that happen?
And then
better-
what? Titanic.
We can never, and that's 4. We can never doubt that guy again. Never.
When
How
did
does
I
he
ever
do
doubt
it?
him?
What does he do
Just
differently?
as a society,
Oh,
people
yeah.
are like, Avatar 2. Who gives a shit? 2 bills.
Suck my dick.
2 bills. It's insane.
It would have been fun
What
to
does
watch
it
him
do
not
so
win
special that makes it all that
First
money?
of all, you're forced to see it in 3D, which hey, we didn't.
I haven't seen it. I haven't
We tried
watched
to. The guy came in and was like, "By the way, the theater's broken. You want to go see it in this other one, or wait till tomorrow?" We were like, "Let's just go see it in the other one."
Yeah.
And what's funny is he hadn't seen the Guardians 3 trailer yet, so I was like, oh, I can't wait for you to see the Guardians 2 trailer on the big screen. But there was a delay in how long it took us to get to the other theater. So the guy goes, hey, I'm just going to skip the previews and we're going to go right to the movie. And he goes, does anybody object? And I wanted to go, I am Sparty. Yeah, I object. And everyone would have been like, what? But I didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy. Do any MCU movies count? I guess Avengers Endgame's a classic.
Oh, it has to, right?
It has to be a classic.
Yeah, that's what, number 5? Oh, wait, what did we say, number 2?
2. And it was number 1 until Avatar was like, we're just going to re-release for 2
Well,
days.
yeah, but to be fair, that's what they did. To be like, oh, by the way, we're coming back into theaters.
Avengers?
Yeah.
Wrong.
They were already number 2?
No, they were already number 1 in their initial release.
Oh.
But they left it in there every single day until it broke the record.
Well, yeah, okay, so that's where I'm like, that kind of bothers.
But still, the opening weekend will never be broken. $300 million, something like that.
Here's a
It's
question.
like 330.
In the morning?
$330 million opening
Oh.
weekend. The second is Force Awakens at 252.
What's the movie you've seen the most in the theater? And I'll ask you the same.
Force Awakens 5 times.
What? I saw it twice. That's actually up there. I've the most. Well, whatever.
I don't give that movie enough
I feel like
credit.
I've only ever seen movies like twice.
Same here.
And it's only been like Marvel things.
I haven't seen a movie more than twice in the theater.
Yeah.
But I saw. What did you just say? Force Awakens, and I saw Joker twice, and that was it.
Yeah, I never go to the theater more than once.
See,
or more than
usually
twice.
I'm a 2-timer because I'd see it like with my friends, and then I'd go see it with my mom.
Yeah.
And then
Deadpool.
Which one? The first one?
First one.
We saw that at least twice. I saw Force Awakens 5 times, but that kind of is cheating because it was in theater for like a year. Remember? Like I saw it when it came out in December, and I saw it in like April.
Was that also Movie Pass time? So you just went for free?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's dedication.
I don't give that movie enough credit for like what it did to me. Like it's a good movie, but it changed my life. That was the first time I thought maybe I want to make movies like this. It's Force Awakens. It's so random.
I don't even know what the hell mine was.
Joey, wrong.
I don't even think I have a movie that made me want to make movies. I think it's just pure laziness. I'm like,
I can do that.
yeah, this seems fucking easy.
See what these guys do. I can do that.
$1 billion? Okay.
The reason I say that is because it's the first movie I ever cried at where I wasn't sad. It was like happy.
Oh, when
tears.
they did like that one scene.
When Ray catches the lightsaber and the
Yeah.
music swells, I was like, "What's happening?"
That was me. I think
She's just so hot. Sorry,
the only movie I
Cut
have of
that.
that is School of Rock.
you're such a. Little...
Not to keep bringing it back to School
But that's
of
like
Rock.
sappy. That still is like.
It's when they're at the battle of the bands and all the parents are there to yell at freaking Jack Black, and then they get there and see their kids being doing the greatest job ever, singing this song, and then I'm like, oh god.
But here's what I will say: that still feels like a tear-inducing moment. You know what I mean? A person catching a lightsaber is not that.
You want me to?
And I
I
was
wasn't.
like-
well, you said if the first
I
time
said
in a movie
sad.
I wasn't sad.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you set up the rules,
Right.
and now you don't like them.
Right, but now I'm also. But you know what I mean? Like that.
Well,
that
no.
feels like an emotional moment.
Right, I guess.
A person catching a lightsaber, only losers would cry, and I cried, straight up.
This chair could not be creakier.
And then Mark Hamill was like, I read the script and that should have been me. And I wanted to say, Mark, shut up.
Mark, your time's
You've
over,
had
buddy.
your time, yeah, 100%.
Anyway.
Yeah. Go do a backflip into a freaking sand hole. Jackass. Mark, you want
Jackass.
to Happy Gilmore.
There I go again.
Mark, we want you on the pod.
He would do it.
No, come on. What else has he got going on?
Yikes. The Bear 2. No, The Bear 2.
the
What's it called?
Machine.
The Machinist.
The
no,
Bear
The
2.
Machinist. I want to see Bert Kreischer lose £1 million.
Oh, now that's a good bit.
What?
What you just said, dude.
Bert Kreischer
Would you
losing
fucking-
weight.
would you
Bert
forget?
Kreischer on a treadmill.
That'd be the funniest thing that's ever
I
happened.
mean, that's just Bert now.
Should I just check the cameras now? I'm going to check while you guys talk.
I have to pee.
Me too.
I mean, it's been an hour 10.
Oh.
This is only supposed to take a minute.
Oh my god.
We got to get better. Okay. That's an unbelievable shot.
He looks sharp in there.
It's just a fire.
Oh, I forgot about the fire. Yeah, I hope
no.
you guys like the fire.
Nobody's listening.
Let us know if we think it should be
No
the
one's
Fireside podcast.
Dad, you're the only one watching. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
It should be the Fireside.
Do we want to have a call to action here? Comment your favorite funny moment from the pod. It was a belly buster. for sure.
A real knee slapper, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us, just to prove that you watched it, what's the funniest thing that happened in the whole show?
I'm telling you right now, we're talking to the breeze.
Hey, 10 years from now, when we're #1 podcast on Spotify and whatever else comes after that,
There's going to be
gonna be
lots of
Truth
comments on
Social.
this video.
yeah. Truth Social, what'd you say?
Well, is that going to be like the #1 streaming site in 10
Oh,
years?
maybe.
What's that?
Don't. I saw you on your Truth Social account 3 days ago. Do you actually not know what that is?
I've never heard of this in my entire
It's
life.
like
It's Trump's
Republican Twitter.
Trump
Well, I
invented it.
told everyone I was a card-carrying Democrat, and
I still
that's
can't
true.
tell.
Why would he have Truth Social?
Here's something that we didn't discuss, and we did this for the reactions, and I'm going to do it here. And maybe we could workshop it live on there. You really have to pee, so I'm going to really drag this out.
Go ahead, I'll go pee it and come back.
How do we end this?
We
I
can end
think
it right
it's
now.
just a hard cut.
No. We have to say something, but I don't
Alright.
want it to be like, catch you later.
There's no catchphrase. I will not stand for a catchphrase.
Well, if we start with the clap, what if we end with the clap?
I don't like that either.
If I say it right now, can it end?
Say what?
Ladies and gentlemen, you watched episode 1 of This Will Only Take a
No,
Minute.
we said we weren't going to do that. I feel right now that we're never going to end.
It could go on forever.
Yeah, we could.
I have to pee so bad.
Here's what. Can I just.
Wait a minute, we can end it with a tap dancing routine of me getting up the stairs.
Camera 2. I love you. Camera 1. It's alright. Camera 3. Can't see me. Say something to camera 3.
Here, you talking,
Should we
I'll
all
mouth
address a
word.
different camera? I'll do 1. You do 2. And on the count of 3, we say the first thing that comes to our mind. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you got your camera.
Yeah.
You got yours. You
Which
got
one am I in the middle?
your camera 2.
Okay.
I'm camera 1. And on the count of 3, we say first thing that comes to our mind, and then it cuts to straight up
All right.
All right.
dark. I don't have anything.
3, 2, 1.
1.
Abortion.
Goodbye. Did you say